Winning season returns at mybookie.ag, and it's time to get in on the action. First-time players can get started by doubling your first deposit, giving you the firepower to add excitement to the games that you love. College football odd boosts, NFL lock of the season, and over $500,000 in contest prizes live on site to make this winning season your best ever with MyBookie. With a historic 18-week schedule offering more action than ever before, you need a sportsbook casino that's reliable, and you won't find a better place than MyBookie. You just won't. I know that you're open to betting this season, so do the smart thing. Sign up with MyBookie and use our promo code ALLFANTASY to get your first ever deposit matched dollar for dollar. That is a good deal. It just is. That's extra money credited to your account instantly just for using promo code ALLFANTASY and making your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. And again, it's mybookie.ag. Do it.
This is a HeadGum podcast.
Welcome to an All Fantasy Everything mailbag. In lieu of an episode this week, we got busy. We have lives. There's things going on. It just didn't shake out this week, but we wanted you to have something, and we figured why not give you a little taste of what the Patreon gets. We're just going to answer some questions and joke around a little bit, maybe riff. You guys feel like riffing at all?
Look at you, Rob Thomas. This is smooth.
First thing I would like to say is we will be at the High Plains Comedy Festival September 18th. As you know, there is now a link live on the High Plains website. We have all tweeted about it by now. It'll be on all of our socials. The venue is the number 38 in A1 Denver, Colorado, also known as the Mile High City, not because the stadium is in fact a mile high, but rather the elevation above sea level. Because a lot of grown-ups thought the stadium was built a mile high, just like I did, and we were all wrong.
Wait.
We've gone through this.
You thought it was a mile tall.
I thought the stadium from the bottom brick to the top brick.
Top brick was a mile.
Was 1 mile.
That would be a lot.
I mean, when you're a kid, but yeah, wouldn't that be buck, dude? What's a mile?
Yeah, as a kid, you can't fucking tell the difference.
A mile is 5280. Is that what it is?
Yeah, 5,280 feet.
Dude,
I'm stepping every one of them, baby.
Can you imagine if there was a stadium that tall? I don't know how tall the Empire State Building is or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Dude, just looking down like, is that Peyton Manning? I can't tell.
Yeah.
I digress. Anyway, we will be at the High Plains Comedy Festival. Link is live. We got a lot of tickets, so buy them. Come hang out with us.
That place is big as hell.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun show. We're going to have a Saturday. I just ordered a brand new shirt, and as I says earlier in our Patreon mailbag, but I don't want to twist up anybody's ideas about what I may have gotten. Whatever. If your favorite color is purple, your favorite color is green.
This shirt really better be doing something for all the hype.
It's going to be coming off my body at the end of the show.
There better be some crazy shit.
I got some yellow shoes, man. I made some choices.
You are going to be out here.
I'm going to dress like a birthday clown, like my mother before me.
I got lederhosen.
Yeah, dude. Is that the beer maiden stuff?
The traditional German garb?
Sure. Mm-hmm. I would expect nothing less. So yeah, please come out to that. We'd love to see your shining faces. It's going to be at 11 in the morning. And then we're going to have ourselves a Saturday, I imagine. So I don't see myself going anywhere except the number 38 for quite some time after the show. So come hang out and enjoy it with us. It'll be fun.
We also might have a specialty cocktail, maybe. Can we hint to that?
I want to. I mean, my special, you know how it goes with me, Jaeger bomb.
No, that cannot be the specialty.
Amen.
It was the specialty a couple weeks ago. Did you have any, Marissa?
Oh, no, not in mine. I mean, I feel like just the term fantasy is like a nice term for a cocktail, like the fantasy something.
What's that?
But not bomb, not like a fantasy bomb.
No, you don't want to bomb. What's that cloudy liqueur? It's like a rose. I don't know. It's like cloudy.
Amaretto?
No, that's green.
Aperol?
Hypnotic?
Oh, God, if we had Hypnotic, why don't we just do Alizé and Hennessy?
Thug Passion.
Thug's fashion.
Guaranteed to, I'll edit
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh God, we could do the Henny with the apple juice. That'd be tight.
Is that a drink?
Yeah, well, it's what Big Hungry talks about.
Oh, I don't. Is it weird to say I don't want my apple juice to taste like alcohol? Like I like the integrity of apple juice a lot?
I don't think it will. I think apple juice is dominating enough to where if you do it right, it would taste like apple juice. I think.
Dominating over Hennessy? Nothing can dominate that flavor. It's the strongest flavor.
It is strong.
It'll make you pick up a car.
You know, one of the first times I had Henrock was with you. Well, no, I'd had it, but I'd never had like a Hennessy session really until we went to Vegas when we were drinking out of the styrofoam cups, and that was like eating through.
Oh, when we were on the street?
Yeah, yeah, when we were on the street and we had the styrofoam cups, and it was tight.
Yeah, I love street drinking Hennessy in Vegas. Specifically, like walking down Fremont.
Yeah, man.
It's like, that shit is the best.
Now that man who loves drinking Hennessy walking down Fremont, Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram, the G is silent on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, David Borey, how'd I do?
Hey,
That's pretty good.
Well done.
You did great.
Yeah, man, we don't need to get into it too much before these questions, but I just, I want to keep the integrity of the show.
When does this come out? Wait, when does this come out?
This will come out this Thursday.
Oh, well, then you will know that I'm going to be in Tucson September 10th and 11th, and you can get those tickets at the House of Bards. And I'm also going to be at the Annex Theater in Seattle September 24th and 25th.
Aren't you at the Comedy Fort this like a day from
And
now
I'm
when
at
this
the,
comes
yeah,
out?
and I'm at the Comedy Fort Friday and Saturday. So
Jesus.
stand-up is happening.
This guy. Yeah, man. Awesome.
I ran into Shane this weekend.
Oh, the train. How's the train?
Oh, I fucking miss him so much. It's great to see him, man.
Yeah, he is the best. And you just saw him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and I'm seeing him in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Well, here, we got some questions. We got a bunch of them lined up. And how appropriate, the first question coming from Josh Armenta.
Hey,
Question mostly for David. I don't know
mostly
why.
for David.
I don't know why it's mostly for David. I'm really into avant-garde music and was wondering if you could recommend any rap you would consider avant-garde, experimental, or just really weird. It doesn't need to sound like anything else. The more unique, the better. Thank you. Y'all are the best. Much love to you. Thank you, Josh.
What's that Prince Paul themed album?
I don't know. I mean, I only know Prince Paul from Gravediggers. What do you do before that? There's something else I should know him from.
Oh, Cool Keith, man. Dr.
Oh,
Octagon.
yeah, dude. Dr.
You wanna
Octagon for
listen to
days.
some weird shit?
The paramedic fetus from the East.
Yeah, man. Listen to fucking Cool Keith, dude.
Dude, Doc Ock is so dang. Blue flowers. You're just like,
that guy
what are
is
you
wild.
talking about?
Yeah.
There's a documentary on him, little mini one, but gosh, I can't remember even where we saw it. But he gives like a Cribs tour of his house, and he's like, he's going over all the cookies he's got like in his fridge or something. He's like, can't even go chocolate chip. And for years, we would just say that to each other randomly. Just like whenever cookies
Can't
came
even
up, we're like,
go
oh, can't even go chocolate chip. Yeah, man, Cool Keith, sick. I feel like a lot of the new kids, like Uzi Vert is kind of weird. And like, who's that Ski Mask, the Slump God? That dude's weird.
Yeah, but they're still talking about like rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool Keith is like talking about space.
What are his other names? It's Dr. Octagon, Cool Keith, and I feel like he's got a few more.
I
can't
could
remember.
look it up. I never had a big Cool Keith phase. Like, listen to him, but
I did because he was heavy in skate videos for a while. Well, I wouldn't say I had a big Cool Keith phase, but like that's how I know who he is.
that is a wild move.
Huh?
That's a wild move. I had a big Cool Keith phase.
Yeah, I did want to get married, but then she told me she had a Cool Keith phase, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle that energy with me every night. Yeah, Cool Keith, do it, and then report back, please. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Daniel Bayot. Boycott? Oh, I started watching The Last Boy Scout the other night, man. Anyway,
on Showtime.
I don't know. No, whenever I'm using your accounts, I only watch Poetic Justice and Menace to Society.
Yeah, my algorithm knows.
I swear to God, I watch. Oh, by the way, who was it? Was it Mike sticking up for Poetic Justice, Mike Capes?
Yeah, he was wrong.
just- I don't know, man.
That movie's pretty bad. Her name is Justice, and she does poetry.
She's poetic. Yeah. Yep. I'd rather have seen the movie called Rappin' Tupac. Would have been a movie I would much rather seen.
That's why I brought the ticket. I'm yelling.
Daniel Bayat.
Daniel, DB.
He's asking, what are you more hyped for, Donda or Certified Lover Boy?
Lover Boy. I already listened to Donda.
I don't know what Certified Lover Boy is.
It's that new Drake.
Oh, that for sure. I haven't listened to Donda, but I haven't.
It's edited. I'll say features kill it. Really good features. I don't know, man.
I imagine. It doesn't. Hearing about it didn't do for me what a new Kanye album would have done, like say 5 years ago. So a new Drake album, I'm stoked. I did not know that. I'm thrilled to listen to that.
I think they said it's supposed to drop on Wednesday. Have you not seen the cover art?
No.
No. I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, mine's Certified Lover Boy.
No, I'm looking right now. Certified Lover Boy album cover.
It's just so funny, dude.
Oh, is it the one with the rose on it?
No.
No, what is it? Send it. You got to send it to me.
All right, let's see.
I'm an idiot and I can't find it.
It's just like a bunch of emojis of pregnant women of different colors.
Oh, I'm looking at that. I didn't think that's actually what it was.
Yeah, that's amazing, right? It's the best shit I've ever seen.
That is so sick.
You're like, what's my mood?
Pregnant women.
That is
sick.
A certified lover boy.
Man, that's a fun move when someone does something cool like that. That's how you know someone's rich and famous, because they do that.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. I bet you a poor guy could figure that out. Poor guys get people pregnant.
Pizza Rat coming at us. How do you choose your pre-show music at live shows? ? Love the Mississippi Studios playlist. Marissa.
That's Marissa.
Very good question. Yeah. So like a long time ago, I was at a Punch Up the Jam live show in LA, and I wasn't producing it. I was just like there watching. And I noticed that Demi had asked that the house music be playing the Spotify playlist of their unpunchable jams, which, like, if you may remember from Punch Up the Jam, they have a segment at the end where at the end of every episode, they ask the guests if they have a suggestion for an unpunchable jam, which is
like a perfect song. And so they have this great playlist of just unpunchable jams, and they were playing that as like the pre-show music leading into it. And like it took a few songs to click, like, oh, this is like the Unpunchable Jams playlist. And I really like that it like set the mood for the show and kind of like put them, in that sort of podcast universe. So for our live show playlist, I wanted to base it off of music that we speak about in the episodes. And so I largely based it off of the playlist we ended up making for the songs to get a dance floor going at a wedding with James Corden. So a lot of just like really great danceable songs that everyone can get up to and dance to. So it's largely those songs as well as other songs that we've mentioned on the podcast that we've liked. So it's all just like all fantasy everything songs. You
gotta do it. Faded. We have a pre-show Faded playlist. It's like 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. We used to Funny Over Everything. Same thing. I would just make playlists like whatever was completely gets me in a good mood, and a lot of overlap, but it's like Summertime, Will Smith, I Want to Dance with Somebody, just songs that always hit. Sir Duke, Stevie Wonder,
Summertime was number 1 on my playlist, and I'm like, I want everyone to listen to this one, but I couldn't play it first because people were still like entering the venue. So I went to the sound guy. I'm like, hey, like in like 20 minutes, could you like play it from the start of the playlist again, just so everyone can hear this? Because I love that Summertime song. It's like the perfect song to put you in a good mood.
Will Smith's best song.
Oh yeah, for days. I get a little into my cups, and I've been known to go back to the playlist and just play the same shit like 5 or 10 times.
I got all stoned the other day, and I was walking around just playing my title playlist, just super high in the park, and I was like, what?
Oh, yours?
And I was wearing the Snake AFE shirt, and I was like, nobody needs to. I'm doing too much right now. Wearing my own merch.
I've been getting crazy with the own merch stuff, because now that I have a mask on, I don't feel like ridiculous.
So you're just wearing a lot of AFE merch?
Yeah, all the time now. Because now I'm just looking at it like, Well, if they don't know it's me, then I'm just advertising. This is tight.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
look
just
like a
cool.
prick. I just look like a fan, you know? I can't believe this next question. This is tight. It's from Daniel again.
Daniel.
Do you guys watch anime? ? Any favorites or currently enjoying? And then the next one. Also, you guys bring up Tupac in Juice, Above the Rim, and Poetic Justice often. Thoughts on Gridlocked?
I knew that's what he was going to say.
Uh-huh. I always mix up Gang Related and Gridlocked. Is Gridlocked the one where he's handcuffed to the Belushi?
Yeah, that's Gridlock. Gang
James
Related.
Belushi?
Gang Related is the one where he's a detective, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Actually, that's pretty good. Gridlocked is fine. I think Tupac's funny. I think Tupac could do anything as far as acting goes. So I remember it being okay, but I haven't seen Gridlocked in 15 years.
Me
It's been a
either.
long
I think,
time.
doesn't he play the guitar in that movie?
He's funny, I remember, and like, because the last time I remember seeing it, I know I've seen it after this, but I was 14. I was with my dad on a family reunion trip, and he was just getting blasted the whole time. So I made him rent me some like R-rated movies, just because he didn't give a shit. So I sat with my cousin Tucker, and we watched Gridlocked. And I think we both just thought it was dank because it was rated R. But
yeah.
I don't know. It was when I first started listening to Tupac too, so I was just like, "There's the rapper that I like." And
Is he playing the guitar though in that movie? Do I remember
he
that
might
right?
be. I could see myself watching it again pretty quick now that it's been brought up.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
for
might,
damn sure. I'll put that on set right there.
I might have to go back.
Have you guys seen anime?
Oh, yeah. My roommate used to be really into it. So I like classic, like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Ninja Scroll, that kind of shit. Like
The
stuff,
Dragon
you know,
Ball Z anime?
Yeah.
That's the only anime I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
That counts.
Yeah, I think I'm like a generation behind David. So my animes were like Naruto, Bleach, Death Note's a really good one, Kill la Kill.
These all sound like rapper names.
My brother loves Naruto. Naruto?
Naruto, yeah.
Yeah, my little brother really, really loves that.
No, Animaniacs about as far as I get.
There's baloney in their slacks. A lot of people don't realize that.
Oh boy. Fernando? No way. Fernando Tatis Jr. Mintz?
They're just doing this for you to read.
I know Junior Mintz isn't part of his name, but even if it's Fernando Tatis, that's a dank name. And then Junior Mintz?
Sounds like some kind of Hispanic potato dish.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, they're just called tacos with potatoes in them. That's how you do it. That's how you live your life.
That's
Healthy.
how they do
Healthy.
it authentic.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it down south, Playboy. Down in South Dakota. Fernando's wondering, any chances of a SoCal tour in the future? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know what a SoCal tour would consist of. LA 10 times and then San Diego?
There you go. I guess we could do Orange County.
I don't know. Isn't Orange County real Trumpy?
A lot of places are.
Yeah, you're right. No, it'd be fun. I've always wanted to go do a San Diego show just to go chill in San Diego.
Dude, last time I did San Diego, I got wasted and saw the Zach Brown band and then met Nick Thune's uncle in a bathroom. It was a weird scene. It was a weird festival. And the one act I wanted, because it was like a rich parents festival. You know what I mean? Just like the acts were like for rich parents. And the one act I wanted to see was The Roots, and we were on at the same time and didn't get to see them.
Yeah, man, San Diego's fun. Like, it's got one of the few remaining downtowns where you can go get buck.
Yeah.
They have is it the Gas Lamp District or Gaslight, whatever it is, but they, it's fun. It gets rowdy, but
Best surf and turf burrito I've ever had in my life. San Diego, California.
oh, it's so fun, man. I do like it there. Well, let's pitch it. We'll get there. Jeffrey.
Oh, that's the whole thing?
Yeah, Jeffrey. Thanks for the whack name, dude. Everyone else is coming at us with Junior Mints and shit, and you just give me Jeffrey? What am I supposed to do with that? What did Mars think was going to be... Okay, what did Mars think this was going to be like when she started producing? What did any of you? Mars?
I have no idea. I gotta say, I had no idea what I was doing when I first started. I was just like kind of assigned you guys as a show, and I was told like, okay, you're gonna start recording and editing for these guys, and I was like, okay, that's pretty well how it started.
Wasn't there someone else before? What was there?
There was. So before me, Headgum had only operated out of like freelance producers So I think you guys had like a freelance engineer, and then they hired me full time, and so I replaced the freelancer.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to say we had like a Mike or a Zach, I want to say.
something like that.
And we've had a couple times, like if whatever, shit came up and someone had to step in, but yeah, I don't remember like specifically being like, it's gotta be Mars, but it just molded into that.
Yeah, it was just kind of like handed off to you, like, okay, she's gonna record and edit now, and I was like, okay. And like
Love
at
it.
HeadGum, we typically have like the producer that records, and like they kind of start as an engineer, and then they build up from them once they learn podcasting more. But yeah, just starting, like I was really just an engineer editor, and then it just kind of built up from there. Like I just kind of helped you guys wherever you needed help, and
Still do, by the way.
Yeah, it's working out.
That is definitely not, that's not changed one bit.
What did you think, Sean? I didn't think anything. I remembered Ian
I
was
had
like,
no idea.
Ian was like, I'm gonna have a podcast. I want you to be on it sometimes. And we were at Bridgetown, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, man. Not like in a bad way, just like,
No, of course.
how often do you have that conversation with somebody?
mhm.
You know, like, oh, you want to come do my podcast? Yeah, all right, dude. And then he gave me a ride home from the airport that year from Bridgetown. And then I think I was on like a week later or something.
Yeah, I mean, I get really deep with it because it ended up changing my whole life. But it's just because I live, that's my man, 50 grand. And like I was living at the house. And the first time he asked me to be on, someone bailed and he was just like, you want to come be on the show? And I was like, yeah. And then I think we did Christmas songs. It was before me and you had done it together. And then I don't know when it started happening, but we just did a bunch together. And then one day he was just like, do you just want to do that? Should we just do this with all of us? And I was like, yeah, yes. Cause I had nothing going on. I was bummed out. I didn't have any, nothing was really working in LA because it's hard. And this is like
It's hard.
the thing that I had. And I was like, yes. And then you don't notice, but then after a while it turns into what you do. And that's what it is now. And I'm extremely grateful for that. I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be happier. And I had no idea this would happen. I mean, when I lived in LA and before this happened, I was just kind of staring into the void every day being like, what the fuck am I going to do here? Nobody, I'm a comedian. There's a million of them and I don't really do anything else. So this pretty much saved me, drug me out of that.
And September 15th will be our 5-year anniversary of All Fantasy
Oh,
Everything.
man.
Since the first episode.
That is
We should get some
wild.
fireworks.
So this show, the High Plains show, we can kind of call it our 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's book it.
I love that.
I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, dude. Well, now I got to get 5 tattoos of the Joker in weird places.
Man, now I got to wear something cool. I was just going to be normal.
You were going to be wearing something cool anyways. I'm nervous about these yellow shoes.
I might wear a dress.
You wear a dress. I might wear a dress.
I might. Yeah, I was going to say I might wear jeans, dude. I was planning on a dress. Now I might switch it up. Next, pregunta, huh? Spanish.
There it is.
Ashley, and I apologize, Ashley. I should know how to say your last name. Persico? Is that what it is? Persico? Persico? Perssico. What's one thing that each of y'all really enjoy, but not many people know about you? I don't know, man.
You're going to really have us dropping dimes over here?
Well, I mean, people, I got some loose lips. I don't really keep too much to myself. I don't know. I can't think of anything I'd like. What is this, like a secret thing that I like that nobody knows about it? If nobody knows about it, there's a reason that's going to stay a secret. I'll tell you that.
Well, that reminds me, as a podcast engineer, I really love hearing the tea, like getting all the gossip that happens before and after the recording. I love that.
Yeah, you do. You guys don't know this, but sometimes we stop recording and Marissa will go back to something and be like, all right, but who was it though? What was their name?
It's like the best part of this job is that like anything that gets censored on a recording, like I have that info.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know. I really enjoy seeing my friends do well. People know that about me, but that's something I'm starting to think about more later in life, is I really like to see people succeed and, do what they want to do and get it done and like be comfortable. That's something, I guess. But everybody knows that, so it's not really juicy.
I don't know. I think I have a really small circle. I don't think people know that. Like,
You do.
I know a bunch of people in comedy and stuff, but the people I'm like with all the time and like you know what I mean? I have like, it's not, I've been fucking with the same people for like 15 years. Like everybody I know, I keep a really small circle.
That is, I wouldn't say it's small, but like I have the same kind of thing where most of my friends from back home I've known for 25 years, you know, since I was like 15. It's kind of all been the same crew from back home. And then really that crew turned into like some Portland people and then very few LA people that were like, that I didn't know before Portland, like Malloy and Harper and stuff. But yeah, as far as like the close knit friends, yeah, I'm with you. I like it. I like being a member of the circle too. I also remember when I figured out, huh?
I was just thinking about this today. If it wasn't for like the podcasting or like comedy and stuff, I am like a pretty private person.
You are. You've said it.
Yeah. So it's like, so all this is very outside of my, even though now it's not new, right? We've been doing comedy fucking 12 years or something.
Dude, I don't even, one thing I'm going to put on the Patreon as soon as I can do it is I found all my old sets. Did I tell you that? Like all my,
God.
I have to go through them and make sure that they're even okay to show to people.
I would never.
Yeah, it's tough. I tried watching them and I didn't do anything bad or anything, but I just couldn't even watch myself. I couldn't do it for more than like 30 seconds without.
You didn't do anything bad? I did all kinds of bad shit.
Not in the stuff that I saw. Yes, I did tons of bad stuff.
Yeah, the stand-up police are going to get me, especially the first few years when you don't know how to do it or what you think of the world. Like you're just like, my first 3-4 years, I was really trying some shit.
Well, yeah, I did too. And I thought you needed to be like offensive or shock people. And that's even now still like, so when I see somebody do horrible jokes in an open mic, like offensive, not bad, but like offensive material, and everybody is so quick to write them off, I'm like, well, give them a shot to correct that and not, you know, like you got to make mistakes. It's the people that keep doing that shit without.
Yeah, but also it's like, I get annoyed at people being mad at the comics who like do offensive jokes because it's like, you know who is bad is all these good boy comics. I say that as a part of the Good Vibes gang, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like all these guys like, well, like, you know, you just hear stories about them getting drunk, doing terrible fucking things. And you're like, oh, that guy? Yeah, no wonder he never told a joke about pussy. You know what I mean? Like that shit gets on my, it's like always so, or I've seen at least in show business, it's always really, really backwards. A lot of those nice boys have pretty shitty stuff that they say in the green room when nobody's around. You know what I mean?
I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. No, but I have a bunch of DVDs because Rude used to just film us every time. He would just be like, I'm just going to film our sets all the time. So we have them. And I was like, yeah, it seems like a good idea.
I mean, it's kind of nice now, right?
Yeah, it'll be funny when I go look and just be like, oh my gosh. But
I watched it,
dude. Even the little things. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was saying I watched an old set of me and I was just doing jokes because when I first moved to San Francisco, for like the first 3-4 months, I was living at my mom's house. So like I was like doing jokes about living at my mom's house. And I was like, who did I think was going to relate to?
Yeah. I had a lot of ideas, which hasn't changed too much, but I never had any punchlines when I started. I had these ideas, then I would like ramp up with the idea, or like I'd say a line, but then in my mind, I thought that was the end of the joke, and the audience would be like, tight. So, and then what? You know, where do we laugh? And I was like, so anyway, you know, played football when I was a kid. It's just like on to a different thing. I remember the first time that I saw something that like I took the two things I'll talk about. I don't know how I got talking about this, but I don't know. It's interesting. Two things I learned early on with comedy. One, it was like the second set I ever did. Now I said some joke about the Vikings. Why? Who knows? Because they're like, if you're in Sioux Falls, you like the Packers, the Vikings. Who the fuck knows what the material was? Somebody ended up like they were a Vikings fan and they started booing, and then pretty much the whole room started booing. And I didn't like go running off stage, but like they were booing when I got off the stage. So whatever your version of getting booed off stage is, that kind of happened. And then the next comic got up. His name was Eric something. He was from Boston. I think he just passed away actually, not that long ago. Eric.
Yeah, with the S. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Damn.
He got up after me, and he took a second with me, and he's like, "Good job, dude. Fuck them." Gets up and he goes, "Hey man, where's that Vikings fan at?" And the dude like stood up and he goes, "Fuck you," and then really didn't say too much to him, just like showed some confidence, and the whole room flipped, and the whole room was like, "Yeah, fuck you." And I was like, "Oh, that's how." I just gave myself goosebumps. Can you see that?
No,
that's crazy.
But I believe you.
But yeah, that's how I was just like, "Oh, that's how you do that." That was, I don't know why I was talking about it. And the other one, I brought a woman up, Melanie Malloy. I said she was pretty, and she was so cool about it afterwards. She's like, "Hey, just a heads up, that has nothing to do." She's like, "That has nothing to do with my comedy, so don't do that ever." And I never did it again.
I got lucky. I started with a bunch of girls, so it was like I always knew that. And I always just saw how like weird it was for women.
It is, and
especially in the beginning, just like it's like when there would be a new open micer, and then it's just all these dudes, these open comic dudes, like, oh God.
Well, and that was so like if she could have handled that differently. She could have not talked to me the rest of the night, said I sucked at stand, and just like that. But instead, she was super cool about it. And she's like, I'm sure that you don't know what you did was offensive, but it was. And she explained to me why it was, and I never ever did it again. I don't think I don't know.
Well, I always wonder about it too. Is like, what do you think is gonna happen, bro? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? You're like, this next comic, I really think she's fucking hot. Like, what's the end game? The crowd's gonna be like, yeah, we think she's hot. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, I don't. It's crazy when you like, you ever see guys when you see it sometimes where it's like guys are really, really aggressive about it. It's just like, man, do you ever get through that feeling where you're like, I love being a stand-up, but some of the stuff we fucking do, man.
Yeah, well, that's what all that, like you, thankfully now it's to a point where I get to kind of skip a lot of those like bar shows and those shows that like maybe I didn't want to do most of the time starting out, but you kind of have to do just because you need to do stand-up and you just have to do it. And now I'm around that energy a lot less because we kind of get to curate our own shows and things like that. It's such a nice feeling. That's why like a show like Faded is so nice because you know exactly what's going to happen at the show. Like, you know who's on it, you know who's there, you know the energy, you control the energy. It's nice to be able to do that.
That being said, I still love a rando wild night of stand-up.
I know you do.
Come see me in Tucson.
You're more of an agent of chaos than I am. I like everything to be controlled because I get way too stressed. If it like, I was just talking to someone about this the other day. If I see somebody walk in you can just tell, that someone's going to be a problem when they come into the show. If I see that, I have to leave the showroom. It's like, even if I'm on the show, I'm like, I can't look at them before the show. I can't, because it stresses me out too much to watch them ruin the show. And then God forbid the comedian doesn't handle it very well. Then I'm just like, oh my God. And then I feel bad for the comic and I wish I was up there. And
I don't know, man. Sometimes it's like when it's a really rowdy audience, I love being the one to like focus in and make them settle down. I don't know. I love all the chaos of it.
But that goes back to being in control. I need to be in control of that. Like, I need to be the person on the stage. I can't be on the sidelines or like when it's happening and I can't do anything about it. I hate it. All right. Well, moving on from that question, I apologize. I don't know how we got so deep into stand-up, but it's interesting, I say. And we will continue with more questions after this short commercial break. Now listen, we're all shopping online. You're doing it. It's just what you do, especially if you have a newborn baby and you're sitting up till 4 a.m, staring at your phone, trying to occupy yourself and thinking, well, I should probably just buy things on the internet. That's what we're all doing. And whenever I check out, I see the little promo code and it haunts me. It haunts me in my dreams. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. I never even did it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to search for discount codes and everything. Honey does it for you. It is a free browser extension and it scours the internet for promo codes and it applies the best ones that it finds to your cart. It just does it automatically. They support over 30,000 stores online, ranging from everything: gaming products, popular fashion brands, food delivery, whatever you're looking for. That's what it is. I just bought a shirt like 3 days ago for headshots I'm getting. That's right, your boy's out here. And it saved me a bunch of money on a nice shirt. So I got a nice shirt for cheap prices. That is what I'm in the market for. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It is literally free. It installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/allfantasy. Again, that's joinhoney.com/allfantasy. No matter how you're feeling about getting back out into the world, there's no denying it is an adjustment. I have certainly fallen into my own routine of being solitaire a lot of the time and listening to music, podcasts, anything like that. And that's what Raycon is going to help you do. Sometimes you need upbeat music to pump you up before you see people, or if you want to stay calm, if you have like a meditation app. Doing stand-up, getting back out there, I always listen to music before I go up. And the headphones are so nice. There's no string, which is the best. Raycon are the best way to listen. They come with a bunch of gel tips for comfort. You can size up your ears, which is always something with other headphones. They have a 32-hour battery life, so I forget to charge things all the time. I forget to charge all my stuff, and this is going to benefit you in that realm. You won't be out walking in the middle of a mountain or a city or whatever you do. Your batteries aren't going to die. They got 32-hour battery life, players. That's exactly what you want. Create your own soundtrack with Raycon. Right now, all Fantasy Everything listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/allfantasy. Again, that's buyraycon.com/allfantasy to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/allfantasy. And we're back. I don't know how to do it the funny way, so I just did it that way. I don't have the voice, man. I just don't have it.
I don't know if I have ever been more disappointed. Yo, my heart fell. I was waiting on
can't
pins
do
and
it.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
I don't have it. I don't,
I built it up. I'm sorry.
Plus, I have a sleeping dirter upstairs.
I understand.
Man, she took a dump earlier. Anyway.
It's a different vibe this episode. It's a night vibe. This is a night recording.
Oh, yeah.
It is a night recording. And my nights are... I was thinking about that this weekend. All this buck shit happened. And I'm just sitting up there at 7:30. Just put her to bed. It's a Saturday night. And I'm just like, well, I'm different now. And Smith had a good... I was texting him. He's like, what did I say? I sent him a picture of me and Max. I was just holding her. He's like, hey, man, buy the ticket, take the ride. And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is a kid. This is who I am now. But it is just funny where like my night vibes, I guess my point is they're much chiller. I'm just, real calm.
I have a gun. No.
Yeah, David's got a gun, dude. He's had it sitting on the table this whole time. Marissa's mood lighting accidentally came on at 10 o'clock. It's a night show.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it. All right. Chris Bissell. Crystal. Has anyone ever called you? If they haven't, tell them to.
I'd call you Vacuum. Actually, I'd start calling you Vacuum, and then I'd start calling you Hoover.
Call me the vacuum?
No, if I knew somebody whose name was Bissell.
Oh, Bissell.
Yeah.
Favorite childhood pet memories? What do you got?
We lived in apartments, man. We had a bunch.
So did we.
Yeah, like it wasn't really like that over in my house.
we had a house for like 2 years, and we had at one point 13 cats.
Oh my God.
Jesus
in that crib.
Christ.
Yeah.
That is so many.
Indoor, outdoor mix?
Combination?
13 outdoor. They were all outdoor. So they were feral and they pissed on everything, dude. Everything.
How did you acquire them?
Because
if it's 13, you're not just like you didn't go to the pet store 13 times and get
No, God, no. Hey, they don't let you leave with 13 cats, dude.
I can't imagine.
I forget how it happened.
These are for later.
Yeah.
I need 13 cats.
I'm just taking a couple for when those die, and it's fine. I just want a bunch.
None of your fucking business is why.
We got one or two. One of them was a girl though, Samantha. So I think we started with like Alex Gray, Samantha, and Peter. And I think Alex and Peter and Samantha were all just,
fucking
doing it everywhere. And then there was a litter, and I remember watching the litter be born. Like it was behind my mom's waterbed.
Oh, because of the warmth?
I think they were just so like it was a waterbed, so she just got pregnant when she was by it.
This happens to a whole generation. Yeah.
But yeah, she popped out like, I don't know, a grip of kitties, and then we just kept them all. And then it ended up being 13.
Wow.
It's wild shit when you got 13 cats, man. One of our cats, Bandit, came home with his whole cheek sliced open and his cheek muscle was hanging out, but he didn't, you know how cats never look like they're in pain? They just have the one look. So he was just walking up and he just started eating with his cheek muscle hanging out. And I'm like, dog, that has to hurt. It has to hurt. But he didn't. We took him to the vet. They sewed him up. It was buck.
What did you do when you left that house?
I don't know. There's a whole thing with that, man. Yeah, whole thing. I honestly don't even know how into it I can get. The guy who rented the house was a psychopath. And I think that my mom maybe got the house at a pretty reduced rate because the guy had a crush on her, and it was ended up ruining years of our lives because of this guy. Years.
Yeesh.
It was insane. And that's why it's such a crazy thing. That was the only house we had until I was 14. The rest were apartments. And I look back, I'm like, I don't know, apartments were fine. Probably just because that dude was such a fucking dick, you know?
Yeah. Apartments were little though. You don't realize it till you grow up.
No, that's why we're shopping for houses, and every house we go to, I was like, well, it's way tighter than an apartment. So I'm going to be stoked on pretty much every house we look at. So it's got to be up to you.
That's how I feel about that. I'm a guy who's lightly in the market, getting approved, looking at things and whatnot. And yeah, any house you're like, yeah, I don't know, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, you're just like, so, and it's just me here. I'm just me, and people I associate with are in this house.
It's going to be my garage. I can just...
I'm not going to come home and there's not going to be like a turned on grill with 5 strangers in this garage because I share it with someone. This is my garage.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
I mean, that could happen in my home.
That's going to happen in your house on Sunday, High Plains Sunday, whenever I'm there.
A lot of grill action.
I want you to have a barbecue. You already said you would.
Dad already said you would.
Remember? Oh, dude. Noah Overton. What's up, dog?
OV.
Who is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and why? It's Michelangelo because he has nunchucks.
I like the smart one. What's the blue one?
Nardo, bro.
Yeah, I like that one. With the swords? But
yeah,
also,
he was the leader. Donatello was the smart one.
Oh, I liked Donatello
had the purple with the staff.
It doesn't come up that much. I didn't watch that much Ninja Turtles because my mom hated it for some reason.
Oh my God, dude. I lived there. I remember Burger King for a while was giving away VHS episodes of Ninja Turtles with their Happy Meals or whatever. And yeah, oh God, it just takes me back thinking about how stoked I got. The first one, it was like a yellow, and it was an episode that never made it to TV. They must have worked out a deal with Burger King or some shit. But I was so stoked. Somebody sent me a Yosagi Yojimbo action figure. Shout out to whoever did that. Thank you. But yeah, man, Ninja Turtles that was like my shit for 5-6 years probably.
In hindsight, I don't know what it is that my mom didn't like either, because I watched like G.I. Joe and shit. It wasn't like a you can't watch shit type of thing. She just really hated the Ninja Turtles.
It wasn't like a you can't watch shit type of thing.
It really, seriously, it was really crazy. I watched X-Men, but yeah, she liked X-Men, but no, something about, I think maybe she just found them irresponsible is maybe what, just I know my mom, like I can imagine the idea of them just being like, fucking off eating pizza all day in the sewer. She was like, I gotta raise this kid to like learn how to do something. Bonus.
Gabriel Gonzalez coming at us.
Double G.
That's a fun one. Out of the entire Good Vibes gang, who would be the arm wrestler supreme?
I don't know.
I think it's Marissa left-handed.
No, definitely not me.
I love that.
I'm a weakling.
I don't know. Obviously it's you or Ian. Do you think you got him?
I'm left-handed too, so I don't think it would. It's not like a fair.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see you guys go right and then left.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He's strong, man. He is very, very strong. So are you. I don't know. I wouldn't want to see it even. I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't want it. It's not a fight.
I don't want, dude. I don't like. I've never like the aggression, the show, like the aggression contests. I've never really dug them. Like we used to wrestle sometimes when we were younger, 14, 15, we'd wrestle, but like I never was into like let's box in the garage or
God, I used to do that. I used to box in the backyard.
I guess we did used to body glove all the time. Did you ever body glove?
We went bodies fucking probably from like there's probably like a year there where I probably went bodies almost every single day with somebody.
What's
go bodies? Is that body gloving?
No, it's just you basically
boxing, no face.
Yeah, but no face shots.
We used to do body gloving where like we would, body glove where you just slap someone with your bare hand on their body.
What?
Yeah.
That's way different than what I'm talking about.
I forgot about it's funny, as I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. He's running up slapping people.
As I was saying, I didn't do aggressive shit. So Body Glove is old clothing company that just had like a handprint on the shirt.
I remember that, yeah.
And I imagine this is where it came from, but like we would walk up to people in school when I was younger and we would just be like, Body Glove, and you smack someone on the back as hard as you can. So fast forward, we're like in our early 20s, and we would do this a lot. We would have body glove contests in the garage where we'd take our shirts off and we would just slap each other till one of us couldn't handle it anymore. And then it got to a point where we'd like pour beer or water on our hands and just like, I mean,
to get welts, right?
Dude, we'd have, there'd be handprints like outlined in puffy blood, like it was wild a couple times. And I think back to that. It used to be to the point where like, cause we used to take our shirts off all the time too. If you had your shirt off, you were begging, you were like basically saying, I'll accept the body glove. You couldn't get mad about it or anything. Like if you were slipping, somebody was going to body glove you. Man,
garages really bring out weird stuff in dudes.
All of these were in the garage.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
I know about it. Who are you telling?
It'd be like 20 below outside too, and we're like, let's take off our shirts, go in the garage, smoke, and body.
Yeah, just a bunch of dudes sitting on like cold plastic lawn chairs.
There's a picture of me I sent you where it's like me and just the crew, and we all have our shirts off with like NBA headbands on.
Yeah, I do remember that picture.
We all have shaved heads and we're all holding Keystone lights, and I'm like, this is what I used to like this. I think about that and I'm like, man, what a wild look we were portraying.
I'm so glad that there's not just so many pictures of me and just a lot of dickies, man.
Yeah.
A lot of like wanting to dress like Ice Cube and Friday.
Oh, dude, I used to think, I was telling someone about this, but yeah, I would see someone that I wanted to look like I would be like, I want clothes to fit me, and I just want to look like and present the aesthetic, say like AWACS in Menace.
Yeah.
MC8's character. And he had on a Braves, Braves hat.
A light blue shirt,
like a light blue probably not
shirt.
even Dickies, like a light blue JCPenney shirt or something, white shirt underneath, Dickies and Chucks. And I was like, pretty simple outfit. I got that outfit. And I was so bummed out when I didn't look a thing. I didn't look cool. It's not like I thought I was going to look like MC8, but I was like, he looks cool. I'm going to look cool. I did not look cool. I looked like a 13-year-old trying to look like a guy in Menace to Society.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about West Coast gangster rap, that style is like pretty cheap to do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
like,
the theory.
You can get all that shit on like I remember I would have like my white tees would be Dickies white tees, and I thought I was really doing something because they had the little label on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket tees. Me and my friends were about pocket tees for a while.
I remember when Dickies first started to pop off for us, and there was a little window where my parents didn't know that it was like a gang thing. So I was asking, I was like, can I get Dickies shit? And they were like, absolutely.
Yeah, you're going to get a job?
Like, for $15.
Yeah, they fit your waist.
Because before that, I was wanting like Jabos and cross colors and like Zeke Havarici and Guess and all these like $70, $80 pairs of jeans. So when I came at them with Dickies, they were like, fuck yeah, you can have all the Dickies. You'd be swimming in Dickies. And then they found out it was a gang thing. And my mom's like, well, shit. Now back to like silver tabs or whatever.
I thought he just wanted a job.
Yeah, man. Yeah. God, I used to think, as another thing, I used to think I looked so dope in my Dickies suit. I wish there were more pictures of me. There's none. I don't have any.
There are not, man. As somebody who's known a lot of dudes with Dickies suits, there are not many people who have pulled that off.
Adam looked cool. I still think he'll listen to this. He looked cool. I used to think he looked hard. There were a couple kids that I was like, yeah, it just worked, but yeah, not on me. Let's see. Oh, this is fun. A. Frank Willis Jr. Another dank name, dude. You know you're hard when you start your moniker with an initial, like a single letter.
You could do it. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? S. David Bory?
No, I don't do that. No.
Oh, all right. Well, you should.
It's too late.
What's the craziest thing you at least 50% believe? I think it's in God.
Myself.
No, you believe in yourself more than 100%. I think
yeah,
I like kind of believe in God, but I don't really, but I kind of do. And I think it's pretty wild to think about if there's like an afterlife and our spirits go somewhere. It seems crazy when you say it, but then I don't know. Sometimes I just look at a mountain or something and I'm just like, this can't all be an accident. It can't be. Or I look at Max and I'm like, there's no way. There has to be something bigger. So I don't know, but it seems crazy when I say it. God, she is wailing upstairs. Sorry, Laura. She's been crying for like an hour. So fuck. They get to crying, boy. I will tell you. There's this app called Wonder Weeks. I didn't know this shit. There's an app called Wonder Weeks that tells you when they're like going through mental leaps and stuff. And we think right now she's going through a leap where like pretty much their brain's just getting bigger, like literally, and it like hurts, and they're just like, there's so much going on. Like they're taking in so many things that they just get pissed about it.
Don't babies like see upside down for so long and then their brain fixes like the image?
Well, Marissa coming in with the best answer of what's the craziest thing you at least 50% believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's, for me, it's that babies thing.
Have you guys ever heard that babies can see ghosts? Because they don't have all the social, we haven't instilled all the social mores and values that ghosts aren't real, so babies can like see spirits. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Laura looked at me like I was a psycho when I said that that's a common thing that people know. Maybe I just think it is, but
isn't that a clothing line? Kids see ghosts.
It should be.
I think that's like a streetwear brand. Hold on.
Oh, it's a hip hop duo.
It's called Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah.
That makes sense that I knew that somehow. I don't know why.
I like it.
I've been listening to so much old R&B anyways now.
Yeah, dude. R&B is so dank. All right. We are going to get to a couple more questions. Before we do that, we are going to this short commercial break. This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Feels. Just to let you know, Feels is a premium CBD that is delivered directly to your doorstep. It will help keep your head clear. It'll help you feel your best. It is hassle-free. That's what Feels is. The world of CBD can be complicated, like navigating it, anything. I was brand new to it before this. So if you're new to it like me, don't let it freak you out. It's designed to help you. That's exactly what CBD does. It naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, sleeplessness, and helping you deal with a brand new child, let's say, or maybe not. Maybe that's just something that is specific to me or all of you. Who knows? But it does help. There's no hangover. There's no addiction. All you do, place a few drops of Feels under your tongue, and you feel the difference within minutes. Joining the Feels monthly membership makes your self-care extremely easy. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. So do it. Start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/allfantasy, and you will get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That is right. Again, that's Feels, FEALS.com/allfantasy to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/allfantasy.
And we're back. Welcome to All Fantasy Everything, the only piece of media that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it.
And it had to be you. You know it had to be you, not me.
I just knew it had to happen. I knew it had to happen. That's it.
Charles J. O'Connor wants to know, what is a lie that you were told as a kid that you believed longer than you should have?
If you swallow chewing gum, you will die.
Absolutely. That, like the 7-year thing or whatever, that it's in your stomach for 7 years?
I don't know, man. My mom just said one time that, like, and I think it's just because it's annoying if kids are eating gum, like we talked about earlier. But she was like, if you swallow that, it'll rub against, she said it'll rub against your gut and you'll die.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's buck, dude.
And I thought it for a long fucking time. I mean, not like crazy, but like probably till I was like in like junior high or something.
Right. I don't know, man. I mean, the normal ones, Santa and stuff. I don't know how long I believed in Santa. I have like a pretty vivid memory of. You never believed in Santa?
God,
it was
just, we're not from here.
You always say the most gangster shit though.
So like, you know what I mean? So it's like, she just found out about the Easter bunnies. The fuck's she gonna tell me? You know what I mean?
That just sounds like something Nate Dogg would have said though. Like, I never believed in Santa.
I never, it just isn't, it's not, it's just not, it never came up.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really think of I don't know. I guess Santa, for lack of a better one. Sorry, that was whack.
That's pretty good.
I like David's better. Oh, here we go. Noah Overton. Why the hell is Sean holding the mic in every video? Can't you guys put some change together and get him a mic stand?
Damn.
Well, Noah, that would be on me. That's my responsibility to purchase a mic stand, and I haven't yet because there's not really good. I don't really have a good setup for that. But when I move, when I'm in the new crib, I will. We got an office set aside and everything. We're already talking about decking it out. I'm gonna get some shit framed. See that poster right over my left shoulder? That's the first Funny Over Everything poster that we ever did. I'm gonna get that framed up. I'm stoked.
Nice.
Man, it's really funny because we all know each other, and except for Ian, none of us have been to our prospective places where we record. Like you guys have never been to this house. Soon you will both have, but you guys have never been here. We've never been there. We've never been to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
The one Toronto. No, I'm gonna go up in your studio.
Sean, would you say that you like to hold the microphone because you're like a stand-up comedian and it's almost second nature for you? Because I noticed that with like Ian as well and some other comedians.
Yeah. I don't like having it in a stand. Like at the live shows, I tried to take it out. I do not like it when it's in the stand because it'd be one thing for this, like if we're just chilling. But no, I like to sit back if I want to, or whatever. I don't mind holding it. I've thought about that before too. Like when you do stand up for an hour or something. Really, you are holding something for an hour, which seems crazy. You wouldn't do that in any other, you wouldn't just stand there and hold the remote while you watched a movie. You wouldn't just hold it at the TV. It's just weird that you got to hold something in front of your face the whole time. But it does feel cool. It's like your tool, your weapon or whatever. Like it's the one thing you have to make the crowd be like, oh, all right, we'll follow you.
I do hate it when comics are bad at microphones, dude.
God. It's such an easy thing.
Just like when they can't you're moving around, so is your voice.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh yeah.
This will be fucked up, and you can hear it when you're doing stand up. You can hear it over the PA or whatever at the club.
But people get really caught up in how to hold it. You ever see guys where you're like, "Oh, you really like it." I like it when you used to see people do headshots with microphones, and they'd be like sucking it off, and you're like, "What is this?"
All right, we're gonna do one more. We can get the heck out of here. Let me find.
Give me one more take. Do one more take, but like you're a little angrier.
All right, we're gonna do one more, and we're gonna get out of here. I mean, Max is upstairs.
I like that one. Let's mark that one, and let's just do one more just for coverage, where you're like mid-level energy, but also it's a show, so you're excited.
All right. So we're going to do one more, and then I suppose we're going to just get out of here. This has been fun. So this has been really fun. I've been excited.
No. I don't like that. Can you go back to what you did on the second take?
We're going to do one more and then just be done. We're just going to cut it. We're just going to be out of here. Okay?
All right, let's move on to the next line.
See, I never get to do that. That's LA shit.
Yeah, now you've made it. That's what it's like making a cartoon. I just told you.
Well, let's...
I don't know anything about a cartoon, though.
Oh, this is fun. All right, Christopher Jackson. Yes, you do. Christopher Jackson. Everyone name one thing that's dank they're stoked on. I like that.
I'm really excited to go to Denver. It'll be my first time there. I'm going to see David's place. We're going to have a barbecue. Going to see a lot of fans. Cool. I'm really excited for Denver.
I've been really balanced the last couple weeks, and I think that a lot of that is because of therapy and pursuing extracurricular activities. And I feel really good about it because I've been working a lot, but I've also been
I like it.
Staying on top of it.
What's dank that I'm stoked on is I got this Chipotle Tabasco sauce today. And
the smoked?
I love it, dude.
That shit is really good. I've stolen so many of those from Chipotle's.
Yeah, that's every time I got a burrito, I'd be like, and I deserve this too.
Yeah,
and I always live with it.
The smoky shit.
That was what always was the deal breaker between that and Qdoba's. Chipotle had the Chipotle Tabasco.
I never fucked with Qdoba. I don't think it's very good.
They're the same to me. They're just
not me.
Well, fuck.
Yeah,
fine.
so fuck you.
Fine, dude. Let's leave as enemies.
I just shut the computer.
We entered. Two friends entered and enemies leave. Yeah, well, thank you everybody for tuning in. But yeah, that was it. That was dank. Both of y'all are dank. I love you. I'm excited to see you in a few weeks. Again, get tickets to High Plains. Watch the Late Late Show with James Corden. Shout out to Saint Sue Carmel. Shout out to Haji Beach. Shout out Sid the Dude. Shout out to Frankie Ocean. More important than all that, tune in again next week for another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Shaklackity.
That was a HeadGum podcast.